AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. Come on, you heard the bell. Yeah. Fabian perspective. Expect it, so accept it. Deja un like, comentario y suscribe. To my left, dame dato.
Oh, man, you already know the one and only, man. Let's get to it, man. Got a lot to talk about. And you know, ain't nothing hotter, ain't nothing better to talk about than New York City, the best city in the world. Listen, man, let's get to it.
Come on, man. The Knicks utterly dismantle, destroy, take the livelihood from those Celtics and their fans. They're in shambles. Jalen Brunson, 39 points. The big dog himself, the real MVP. If you want to say second behind Joker, but that's, whatever, here, neither here nor there. A lot of people quiet today. I know that much. 39 points. Big Brunson out here. You people talking about. You see what it is. Don't make me take my glasses off. It ain't that time yet. It's a lot of I told you so's coming up, AllBall. They're not ready. They're really not ready. They think we just, me and you talk offline. They were calling us crazy. We were made fun of. My OG perspective, AllBall said, I love him coming here to New York. I didn't know what we had until he stepped on that court. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's get to these bum-ass Boston Celtics and big Jalen Brunson. AllBall, what you thinking?
Listen, man, first and foremost, I got to pat myself on the back because ain't nobody else going to do it. My recollection, I was the first one to talk about Brunson being an MVP candidate. If you go on my IG page, AllBall TV, January 21st, when I posted that, I got harassed. Listen, man, people said I was crazy. But let me just say this. We here. We have a legit, bona fide superstar. This is the first time in probably over 20 plus years that the Knicks have hope of winning the championship. We didn't have this hope with Marbury. We didn't have this hope with Allen Houston. We didn't have this hope with Carmelo. We got this hope with Jalen Brunson. Listen, man, last night just solidified how great this guy is. 39 3/4. But it also showed, and I've been saying this, the Celtics, when they don't win a championship, again, you got to break them up. The coach is not a good coach. This is why Tatum will never be the best player in the NBA. He'll never be an MVP. He's too cool. He's too laid back. I don't know what Mamba mentality he's ever talked about. He's not aggressive enough. Now I see why we let go of Porzingis and never wanted him back. He literally does nothing but shoot threes. He don't post up. He don't do anything. Boston Celtics, the best thing they got going for them is re-signing Drew Holiday because at least they have a guard. But Boston Celtics is they paper thin, man. They frauds. Nobody never believed them. Even when they went to the chip against Golden State, nobody picked them to win. They've had ample opportunities. Who's ever that GM over there, I think is what's his name? He used to be the coach, right?
With Boston or Missoula?
Missoula? No. The GM. What's his name?
Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens. Listen, man, hell of a job he doing over there in the front office as far as getting the players over there. But listen, they have two players that's not ready to make that leap. They not Batmans, they Robins. So to have two Robins, you're not winning like that. I don't care what nobody say. Name me any team that had two Robins. Why you think, look what's going on with Clippers. Kawhi Leonard not a Batman no more. Paul George already said he can't even handle. So, for me, we need to start understanding Brunson is the best thing since Patrick Ewing for the New York Knicks and for New York City. And I've been saying that they thought I was crazy. He's better than Stephon Marbury. And at this point, he's the best point guard in the NBA. And I'm going to take it a step further. Last night, I've been saying this, but last night made him the best player in the NBA. I know what the Joker is doing. I know what Luka is doing. I know what SGA is doing. But neither one of them had 3 of their starters out for damn near the whole season. Before I let you go, everybody in the chat, let me tell you Brunson's starting lineup and reserves he's been dealing with all season. The starting 5 is Brunson, Deuce McBride, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Hartenstein. Coming off the bench, Bogdanovic, Burks, and Precious Achiuwa. You take Brunson off that team, that's top 5 worst rosters all time. And this is why he's MVP. Everybody around him is having a career season. Everybody. I thought that's what an MVP is. Wound up being a 2 seed. He's going to be averaging damn near 29. Listen, man, Brunson is the real deal. People need to let the Knicks hate go. This is not the Knicks from 5, 10, 15 years ago. Brunson is the real deal, and Brunson is the best player. And I'm not stuttering. I'm not crazy. Let me say it again. Brunson is the best player in the NBA. Fabian, before you go, Boston is the best defensive team in the NBA. Drew Holiday, Derek Wright, the best defenders as far as guard play. He smoked them. And then he was getting double teamed by Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Listen, man, we haven't seen this since Allen Iverson. What Brunson is doing this year is Allen Iverson MVP year. And Fabian, I know this is the third time I'm saying this, but this is my last, and I'll let you go. Jalen Brunson is so electrifying. Think about this. All the point guards in the NBA, maybe besides Luka and SGA, which I don't think those guys are point guards. He literally erased any memory you have of any other point guard in the NBA. We don't even think about John Morant, Trae Young. Where's Halliburton at? Look. Remember, Halliburton, where's the Dame Lillard? Where's these guys at? Brunson is smoking all of them by himself. Listen, man, the floor is yours. The Knicks are legit. We are here. We are in the building. Brunson is the real MVP, and he should be all NBA first team. Not second team, not third team. First team. So I'm going to say it again. We got Coach of the Year. DiVincenzo or Hart should be most improved. Brunson should be MVP. And he should be all NBA first team. Let's see which one of those they jerk us out of. No Diddy. The floor is yours, my brother. Love the shades also.
Thank you very much.
Brunson.
Big shout out to Scott Perry for trading Porzingis, Kristaps Porzingis monkey ass. Got him up out of here, thinking you somebody. Sitting on the Mercedes Benz like you Jay-Z on Volume 2. It was a lifetime to getting you the hell up out of here. It's been nothing but smooth sailing since we got rid of you, thinking you Don Diva out here. They shipped you out of Dallas too, then to Washington. Get out of here. Did you see him on? Listen, Boston, I'm telling you right now, stop putting him on a double team on Brunson. He looks stupid out there.
Crazy.
Boy, am I glad they got rid of him. Because I remember when LeBron and them came over, rode the 6 train and the 3 trains in Madison Square Garden, and you let them punk you like that. That's like we punked you last night. And these Boston Celtics try to tell us, these fans, Carl, I see you. I love you, Carla. But you got to get this smoke. All I hear about is, remember this, AllBall. Recall this, please. They sat everybody. The Boston Celtics sat everybody against the Bucks. And what did I say in the story? They're so scared to death of the Knicks. They're resting everybody tonight, and they're playing them, trying to send the message on Thursday night. But guess what happened? We hit him with the Uno reverse card. Bang, bang, bang. Get out of here. In Boston. In Beantown. What do you want from us? I told you from the middle of the season. When we got OG, AllBall said it first. Yo, I like that guy. I said, I don't know enough about that guy. And this is beyond like. This is beyond like. I've never, hear me out, AllBall. You know, this is where they think I'm crazy. Hear me the hell out.
Let's go.
You spelled it out. You went through the list. Allen Houston, Stephon Marbury, Spreewell. I've never in my life felt invincible. Invincible. Until OG got here and changed everything. And I warned you guys, you thought I was crazy, but guess what? We smacked them. Second quarter on. Second quarter, the Celtics got smacked. I love all this kind of talk because what they said was, let's go to what's my guy here? Joe Mazzulla, the coach. Very respectable man.
Right.
I like him. Respectable.
He's cool. You know, like I'm at a point now. If it ain't blowing armors, yeah, you all right. I ain't giving nobody no props.
Yeah, you ain't no Ime Udoka, I'll tell you that much.
You ain't no Tom Thibodeau, I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Let's get right to it.
You ain't no Tommy Tibbs, about to be 5-time coach of the year, something like that. You ain't none of that.
Hold on. Don't play. Sure. You see that face right there? You know what that face is, right? I'm out of here when we lose the championship. Look, and he's never getting another head coach job again. That's a fact.
That's that Boston fade. You hear me? That's that Boston fade.
Before you play it, that face knows it. We will not win the championship. I will be fired, and I will not get another head coaching job. We will see you in the NCAA. Get him out of here. That's what Brunson is doing. We packing everybody up. We packing them up. We made Doc Rivers throw in the towel, and look what we about to do to him. Pack them all up. Yeah. Yeah. We calling Brunson the legend killer. Let's go.
The coach killer.
Offensive rebounds in the first half. Why is that? It's been the trend even before, in the last couple of weeks. What can you do to change that? And I know the effort level is not going to be 100% when you have nothing to play for.
Look at that.
Did you like the effort level in the first half?
I did not like the effort level in the first half, but like you said, I think it's just a tough spot to be in. I think I thought our guys have handled that as best as they could. And you ran into our last two games against two teams that are highly, highly desperate. And as much as we want to be able to simulate that, that's just not the position that we're in. But I don't mind the result.
What did he mean the last two teams is highly desperate?
The Bucks and the Knicks.
Hold on. Highly desperate or what? Hold. See, listen, man, this is why some coaches don't deserve head coaching jobs. Highly desperate of what? Bruh, you better be desperate to get your Boston Celtics over this hump because you inherited. See, this is my problem with a lot of players, a lot of coaches. Y'all inherit great situations. Brunson gets it out the mud. High school was a winner, wasn't respected. Villanova was a winner, wasn't respected. Second round in Dallas wasn't respected. So we hard workers. My man, desperate. Listen, I got to come up with Brunson with a new name because he packing everybody up. I'm sorry if you want to keep playing it, but I just I didn't know what he was talking about. I had to be sure.
We got the gist of that because boy, oh boy, Twitter went in flames. We're desperate. Boston's not playing any defense. They threw everybody at Brunson, bro. Look, that's your best defender. Then they went to your other best defender.
Pardon me. And that's an N1 they never call. It's not his fault. Hold on. It's not his fault. He knows how to create contact. Yeah, y'all wasn't trying, right? We desperate, right? Yeah, I know.
I don't even want to go to the countless highlights that they have up there because it's really just disrespect. It's really just disrespect. Before the game, we had guys talking about what's the difference between Brunson and Derek White. We had this moron on here. Let's go to this moron first before our girl checked them. Look at this moron up here. What's your name? I don't even want to get your name, but your man tried to save you. You ain't listen. So shout out to Knicks Muse for catching the worst basketball take in the history of basketball takes.
Derek White and Jalen Brunson replaced roles. And you put Derek White on that New York Knicks team right now, they're the same team, if not better.
That's the worst take you've had on the show.
Derek White and Jalen Brunson replaced roles. And you put Derek White on that New York Knicks team right now.
She went right to the stats. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Look, you see the ish emoji with the, is that all balls emoji? With the
you know it. Wow.
and look at Brunson's stats. Are you
Come on,
kidding me?
man.
You compare
on.
Derek White to Jalen Brunson? What
Yo.
kind of Boston crack are you guys smoking out there?
Yo,
Are you crazy?
listen, man. The only person from Boston I'm listening to is Benzino. Only he can get away with saying something like that. Anybody else from Boston, get you out of here. Like, yo, man. Yo, all jokes aside, right? We do this because we love it. We don't do clickbait. We don't troll. This is how we really are. I've been this maniac Knicks fan my whole life since I can remember. Some of the things people say, even in the beginning of the season and even now, it's mind-boggling. It goes to show you they don't watch. I'm not going to say they don't watch the game, but y'all don't watch the Knicks and y'all haven't watched Brunson. What he did in Dallas, let's not forget. I'm giving 50-50, him and Luka making that run to the conference finals. Ask Luka how important and how great Jalen Brunson was playing next to him. Like, so for me, we got to stop with the Knicks hate. And we got to stop. See, what happens is we so used to, the same players year in, year out, year in, year out. This is not a flash in the pan. This man's been doing this since high school. Let me say this again. Since high school, he didn't just become good. It goes to show you GMs, a lot of them don't know what they're doing. How many, come on. Two players got picked in front of Steph Curry that shouldn't have got picked. I think it was Johnny Flynn, all tough players. And I forgot the other player. Right.
So messed that up bad.
Right. So, for me to say Derek White, and no disrespect to Derek White, I like Derek White. He's not a starter in the NBA. Brunson is literally a superstar point guard in the NBA. That's more than the worst take. That's worst take of all time. Right. To the point where I'm not even giving that no more energy at all. At all.
Caller, she was saying Brunson is super nice. Most Knicks fans didn't want him. That's not Knicks hate. Some of y'all were hating yourselves. I didn't mind. I thought Brunson was nice, but I didn't like the Donovan Mitchell talk alongside with him. I didn't understand that. Like we always wanted a point guard. So when somebody explained that to me, I'm like, you know what? We always do want a point guard, but
hold on. I'm not letting her get away with that. And she family, real love over here for you. Love how you support us. You ever need us for anything, we here. But we ain't gonna be making excuses now. Everybody's shaking in their boots because all Knicks fans didn't feel like that. That's not true. We had fake Knicks fans like Stephen A. Smith and guys that didn't watch the game. Our problem was we wasn't fine with Randall being our leader and the best player. We had no problem with Brunson. So for me, it's funny that now that Brunson is making all this noise, everybody keep moving the goalposts. Now it's, now that we have a reason to be excited, the new thing is, well, y'all didn't know he's going to be this good. When it's like, oh, nah, he better than this person. Well, he got to win a playoff series. Or he got to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Or, oh, what if y'all lose in the first round? So it's like, it's constant excuses for Brunson. But once again, when Halliburton in 1 month, y'all tried to catapult him to superstardom. When we talk about SGA and Ant-Man, nobody says, well, let's see if they win the first round. If they lose in the first round, the season is a failure. Y'all only say that for Knicks and Brunson. Why? Your hatred for New York City and the Knicks. And it's okay. I love it. Listen, man, I told y'all, I'm the bane of this thing. We going to bring order to sports talk. We watch the game. Put your Knicks hat to the side. Let's just say you're not even a fan of the game and you watch Brunson every year. Then tell me what your thoughts is. If you still have excuses and saying all this nonsense, then nah, you ain't watching the game. What this young man is doing with that roster and with Tom Thibodeau learning now how to coach today's game and getting the proper players that he can get, that he can coach with OG. Listen, man. Wow. Brunson, best player in the NBA. I'm not arguing with nobody.
It's not an argument. It's not an argument anymore, guys. You know what? Your man ain't put up no 60 burger. He went at Wemby, going crazy. But let's see. Those were amateurs. We're amateurs compared to all these guys that have been on television their whole life. There's a lot of guys that have been on TV their whole life and still seem confused about what they see in a basketball player. Specifically, this dumb TNT. I'm sick of you guys. This dumb TNT crew. What's going on with you guys, man? What the hell's happening here? Kenny Smith, he finally came around, but Barkley.
I think the Pacers beat the Knicks.
I agree with you, Chuck.
Yeah. Oof. I think.
Yeah, you see how quick Shaq responded? Yo, Barkley didn't even finish saying it. Like, how do y'all?
Like the way he said, look.
I think the Pacers beat the Knicks.
I agree with you, Chuck.
Yeah.
What?
Yo.
But how do you? Yo, there's no. I'm convinced. I am not convinced, right? Because you were the first ones. I didn't realize the Knicks got hate like that. I just thought we were us. And then when you used to say, I'm like, oh, I get it now. Now the Knicks, they've been what, like let's say LeBron. You mention LeBron's name, either you love or you hate him, but you gotta have an opinion. They use us to go viral. How are you gonna say, you know who's scared of the Pacers, bro? You think we're scared of the Pacers? The Milwaukee Bucks are scared of the Pacers. We are not scared of the Pacers. We play defense, bro. Who are you talking about? Top two teams, real top two teams? They ain't scared of nobody that plays no defense. Your Pacers, what are they gonna do? Halliburton just became Halliburton for the first time since December, since the in-season tournament. You know I'm a Halliburton guy, ball, but I saw what I saw. I said his weakness is that he's weak, and he's even weaker right now. He ain't no damn Brunson, and none of them play defense. Zero. Maybe Siakam, and why would he play defense with you guys? By the way, we must all shake AllBall's hand and say, yeah, Siakam ain't no damn OG Anunoby, and neither is Scotty Barnes. And the Pacers don't have this guy. So what are they gonna do?
Yo,
why should we be scared of the Pacers?
But my thing is this: I'm just surprised at a lot of great players, analysts, commentators, professionals. Like, you can't even make me say that. Like let's say it's scripted. I'm not saying that because it's just flat out wrong. Now, if you going, that playoff series is going to be tough, and then you break it down. Okay, Indiana has maybe size this, but if you break, then okay, but to just flat out say we ain't gonna beat them, and then you just agree, yo, man, it's mind-boggling, and I've been saying it. Y'all gotta remember, right? Listen, I'm gonna give y'all a secret. Everybody, come close. I'm gonna give y'all a secret. Brunson is making you forget about the players that everybody don't want to let go. Think about probably halfway through the season up until right now. From LeBron James to Kevin Durant to Giannis. Bruh, we talking about Brunson. You think the media want that? Remember, they want the Knicks to be a laughingstock. Nobody has yet came on national live TV or on social media and just flat out said, hey, I was wrong so far. I said this about Brunson, but right now, I was dead wrong. He's a superstar. Who's seen the Knicks being the third seed, potentially the second seed, Brunson being an all-star, becoming a superstar, and then now maybe first or second All-NBA, averaging damn near 29. Who's seen that? So Becky Hammond, Richard Jefferson, Candace Parker, the whole inside NBA. And I'm disappointed in Kenny the Jet Smith. You New York City, bro. You a point guard, he a point guard. Okay, Shaq is a center, Barkley power forward. Kenny the Jet Smith, you know what it is to work hard, to not get a scholarship, to not be recruited. Come on, bro.
Wait.
You're supposed to know. And then Barkley, Jalen Brunson is you. Think about that. He's playing in the league with giants.
I'm sorry, AllBall. Did you just say Becky Hammond?
Hammond, we had a long discussion about whether or not Jalen Brunson could be the best player on a championship level team. Do you think that has changed, Perk?
I hope Becky come back. We haven't seen her since. That's number one.
She's coming back. She's coming through. She's coming back. My question was, can Jalen Brunson lead this?
Oh, no, can you please play that again? And please Richard Jefferson, button up your top button, man. We don't want to see that. He make me sick too.
Team. Do you think that has changed, Perk?
I hope Becky come back. We haven't seen her since. That's number one.
She's coming back. She's coming through. She's coming back.
Question,
My question was, can Jalen Brunson lead this team to a championship as the best player?
He can, but not.
Man, big shout out to Kendrick Perkins, man.
Listen, man. Listen, before you go, Kendrick Perkins, he was on, and you know, he said 3 weeks ago when I said what I said about Brunson, y'all went crazy. And then they joked about it, like, oh, Perk, shut up. But it's like, nah, like, once again, nobody wants to admit they're wrong. But if this was any other player, a player y'all love, a player that y'all want, because you listen, y'all got to remember the NBA is so afraid of LeBron retiring because they don't know who's going to be the next face. And, you know, just think about if you want Ja Morant or Luka or, you know, these players to be the face. But Brunson is doing this and wrecking the league. Bruh, they don't want that. So big shout out Kendrick Perkins, man. I'm going to let you go. But listen, man, once again, thus far, nobody has admitted they're wrong. And literally 99.9% of the world was wrong about the Knicks and was wrong about Jalen Brunson. When we made the trade for OG, people told me that trade was terrible. They said we gave up too much. Can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. It's been about you guys that don't really watch basketball, you're getting exposed. The exposure is here. The cleansing is happening. And I mean that in all, you know, I don't mean anything else by it but basketball. That's it. There's no way possible, Barkley, you come on television and say something like that unless you got your own bookie, unless you got your little Otani scenario going on and you're trying to create a market.
Hey, Fabian.
Hold on, but the Pacers are battling damn near for the play-in, out of the play-in. How can you possibly compare them to us who's playing for the second seed?
But hold on, Fabian. I want you to respond. Didn't Barkley say that Jalen Brunson is probably the greatest free agent signing of all time?
Of all time.
So how do you say that and then come back and say, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that so you can respond to that.
But see, two things can be true, but this is not the case. This is not the case.
Hold on. And then Shaq compared what Brunson is doing to Allen Iverson. But then y'all gonna say Indiana can beat New York?
And if you're comparing it to Iverson, what are you comparing it to? It's you played against AI in the championship. We're talking about the magical run that puts, I'm one of the biggest Iverson's fan ever. That puts him into, I don't want to say the big old word, but a lot of us have him rated a little higher because of that run. If you take that run away from AI, what do you have? Now, the fact of the matter is we do have that run. So because of that run, Shaq is referencing that. And he looked a lot like that yesterday, bro. Yesterday, just there was nothing they could do. And it's the Eastern Conference. And it's not as weak as you're making it out to be if we're playing the Celtics. That's the part to me I don't understand. How can you ever compare us when we just shellacked the best team in the league and you're comparing us to the number 6 seed? Bro, we might avoid them. We want to play. It's the highest chances, by the way, that I'll get into that in a second, that we have is of playing next is the Philadelphia 76ers because they're doing well with Embiid back and everything, but
right.
It doesn't matter. We saw last night why it doesn't matter who we play against. I like our chances if OG and now I got to include Mitchell Robinson in that scenario. If those two guys are healthy, we're up. I don't care who it is. I do not care. Denver, Boston, it doesn't matter because Brunson can score against anybody. He's trying to figure out the offense and we can buy as much time as possible when you got OG out there with Mitchell Robinson wiping the boards clean and disrupting everything out there. Jason Tatum is going to be exposed again. Like you said, don't ever speak about the Mamba mentality again.
Ever.
A lot of you guys need to look in the mirror and tell yourself the truth because that is not the truth. You ain't no Mamba, Papa. That's just bottom line.
Listen, man, I've been watching basketball a long time, and this is why the Knicks is good. Because we play hard, man. Yo, man, a lot of these guys, you know, everybody, you know, I ain't knocking nobody. You know, everybody had the podcast and things of that nature. But think about a guy like Brunson. You ain't seen him out in the club, the strip clubs. He ain't big on IG. Like, these guys is focusing on basketball. And you can tell. A lot of these stars now today, everything has to be perfect for them. When you have guys like LeBron James, who has an Anthony Davis and an Austin Reeves, still complaining they need more help, when people still make excuses for the Clippers, who literally have 4 bona fide Hall of Famers, when Kevin Durant can't win or dominate with Bradley Beal and Devin Booker, come on. When Luka, as great as he's playing, look at his sidekick. They say the greatest skill set of all time, one of the best you ever seen with the ball in his hand. They not the favorites. So for me, look at Dame and Giannis. Come on, Embiid, most dominant right now in the NBA. Ant-Man, he literally got 2 7-footers. SGA got the young crew that's up and coming. Brunson is balling with a crew that none of them will be starting on a good team. Of course, they would now because of the production. But the beginning of the season, Deuce McBride, Hart, DiVincenzo, Hartenstein, bro, they not starting nowhere. So for me, you know, Brunson, listen, man, we got to get behind him. Because if we don't, the suckerness is always going to happen. He's going to continue to get slighted. Remember, All-Star game, what I said, he should be the starter. And you don't think that's burning pause inside of him? And look what he's been doing ever since. You don't think he hear the rumblings? Second All-NBA. They just had what's my man, Chris Broussard on there with Colin. Big shout out to them. I don't think he's first, but you know, with my vote, I definitely have him second. That ain't bad. Nah, we ain't asking for no handouts, bro. Why he not first All NBA? Nah, man. So for me, you know, the only one
after last night,
right? That's my point. That's my point, because you know why? They do not want to let go of the past. No, listen. These guys still got LeBron and KD and Kawhi in their top 10. How?
I'll let them go in September.
And I got to give you props. A lot of things you say come to fruition and be true. So, yeah, man, but, you know, the Knicks is the real deal. I've been called it. In 3 years, we will win the championship. And when we win this championship, all you fake Knicks fans, stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Now, to your point, some people are coming around. Some people are coming around, AllBall.
Okay.
Mr. Queens, Kenny Smith, you might get your 59th Street Bridge pass handed back to you with a little congestion fee on.
See what he say.
Stay in the middle. Every game that they play, they always have the second best player. You play Boston, you got the second or third best player. Brunson has.
Now that's what Kenny Smith said in December. The Knicks will always be in the middle of the NBA, you know, mediocrity, because they will always have the second or third best player, never the first best player on the team. That was in December. And now to last night, after that shellacking, Mr. Kenny Smith from left rack, Iraq, the other side of Horace Harding. This is what he said.
Has been the best basketball player in the Eastern Conference by far. This is why.
No. Replay that, please. You got to play that. Replay that.
The Knicks are going to stay in the middle. Every game that they play, they always have the second best player. You play Boston, you got the second or third best player. Brunson has been the best basketball player in the Eastern Conference by far.
Now stay there. By far. Key. By far. Let's not forget who's in the Eastern Conference. Tatum, Brown, Dame Lillard, Giannis, Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Bam, Halliburton, Pitcher. Like, listen, man. Listen, and this is what we've been saying. Kenny Smith looked nervous saying that. People were scared to say that. Think about that. because they scared of the backlash. But why should it be backlash? We ain't talking about he's better than guys for their career. We just talking about this season. Listen, man, the New York hate is real, man. These guys are scared to be wrong. They scared to have the real debates because they not watching the games. See, Kendrick Perkins is watching. That's why nobody can debate him. That's why they got to make it a joke. Because how he's gonna shut you down is he's gonna go, I've watched all the Knicks games. I'm telling y'all y'all not seeing it. So y'all just automatically see an Ant-Man highlight dunk and y'all gonna go Ant-Man better than Jalen Brunson. But when you talk about intangibles, leadership, toughness, and not say Ant-Man don't have none of that. Why doesn't Brunson belong there? Because a lot of people, when they bring up SGA, Joker, Luka, Ant-Man, they kind of have Brunson, in the back. Nah, he up there with them. That's a pick of the litter. He right there with them. I got him over all of them. Yeah, I might be a little biased because I'm a Knicks fan, but I also watch the game. Tatum, nah, bro. Nah, so, yeah, man, it's big shout out Kenny Smith. I'm still a little mad at you, but at least you kept it real. But you still didn't say, hey, what I said in December, I was wrong. That's what I need to hear. Yo, man, I made a mistake. This young man is great. He's electrifying. Nobody thought this. Spike Lee couldn't call this.
Spike Lee needs to make a movie about this.
And let's not get on your man, the worst, fakest Knicks fan of all time, who told us Grimes is doing great right now with the Knicks.
You see nostalgic Nick right on cue. Cancel Stephen A. Smith permanently. Get him out of it. He ain't care. Yo, let him drown. Let him drown. Yo, I listen, Stephen A., you from Queens. I'm giving you fair warning, bro. I try to warn you for months. This is with all due respect, my brother. Do not show up to the parade. You're from New York. Do not do it. We are crazy, and we have the most savage fans ever in any sport that's about to, if we win.
I'm going to be real. If he show up, he got to show up with, like the dog suit that they use for the dog. Like when they testing, he got to show up with that, with security. Because I'm there with a dozen of eggs. Listen, I'm ready to go to jail that day.
You, bro,
yeah.
I listen, my travels in New York City, I know I'm not anywhere near as, the impulsive savagery that you guys have. This is on site. These guys are savages, bro. Stephen A., stay away. Stay up there at where you go, Seaport, wherever you guys, the studio's at. Stay there, please. With your little fake Knicks jersey on. Please do that. Just celebrate your fake Knicks fandom over there. By the way, I'm not done with you people. Kenny Smith, I don't believe you. We need more than that. We need more than that.
Exactly.
Why? Because you guys are led by things like this. NBA.com has their latest NBA ranking, MVP rankings. Michael Wright, who wrote the article. You have Joker number 1. Hey, no problem with that. You went through whatever it is. He's has another triple-double, averaging whatever since Oscar Robertson. You can't argue with that. He's in the record books from 60 years ago. SGA's number 2. Luka's number 3. Giannis number 4, which is crazy. And I'm a Giannis guy. Crazy. But Jason Tatum number 5. Okay. Lazy voting. And this is how bad it is, AllBall. No, AllBall. Please pay attention to this. This is how horrible this is. I can't believe he wrote this and submitted it. You, my friend, Michael Wright, should be fired. And here's why. Jason Tatum is putting up a historically dominant season, according to Michael Wright. Boston locked up the number 1 Eastern Conference a while ago. His reasoning for the number 5 spot for Jason Tatum this season, right now at this point, is that Tatum has knocked down more three-pointers than any player before his 26th birthday.
What?
All the while ranking 5th in regular season wins in that span. So, wonderful news here. Wonderful news here. Jason Tatum hits the most three-pointers by his 26th birthday. Not this season, his career. He has the most wins up until this point for his career. Whoop-de-doo, you jerk. What does that have to do with the 2023-2024 season? Nothing. You are a moron. You are part of the reason why we can't get the real basketball analysis, the true analysis to come through here. You give him an honorable mention at number 8, by the way. I don't want to, I don't want to poo-poo that, I guess.
Well, who's 6 and 7?
6 is Sabonis, the Bond Sabonis from the Kings. 7 is Ant-Man with the Minnesota Timberwolves. They finally have Jalen Brunson ranked at 8th. Kevin,
hold on. Sabonis is number 6.
Booker 10th.
Listen, man. You said enough. I ain't responding to that. That right there will really raise my blood pressure. I'm not responding to that. I'm not responding to that. That's come on, man.
But listen, remember, we have all kind of media out here. Social media created a whole new dynamic, and this is why this is great. We get called out all the time, so we can only imagine the kind of hate you guys deal with and everything. So I'm very fair about it. I understand that. But this is irresponsible.
Yeah,
you guys are clearly being paid to report things in a certain way. You get bought out, and it's obvious. Like, that's clear. You didn't want to put that in there because NBA.com or whoever it is going to tell you, listen, man, we need to make that ad money up. Don't put Jalen Brunson's name up there. Tatum's a Celtic, and they make this much money for us.
I'm gonna make a comparison, right? And y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but y'all know my motto. I'm always wrong anyway. This is the reason why they had a problem with Steve Nash winning the MVP. Because how dare a guard that little win with guys like Kobe and Shaq, which is Goliaths in the league? When Steph Curry won a unanimous MVP, how dare he get that award with LeBron, KD, and these guys? Right now, how dare Jalen Brunson be mopping up all you bums when you still got the GOAT, LeBron, KD, who will tell you he's a guard and he belongs in the GOAT conversation, Giannis, who everybody already puts him at one of the greatest power forwards all time, Luka, who literally says this is easy. You have Brunson in the midst of all that causing havoc. Listen, they don't like it. You know what that is to call yourself an analyst, a specialist, and say you know the game of basketball and you're the smartest at it. And when you go, hey, in the beginning of the season, this play gonna be this play gonna be that, and it's a total 360. Tatum is not even top 5 in nothing right now. Let's stop thinking about Tatum for 2-3. We don't care that in 4 years you went to a finals and all conference. We don't care about that. This season, Jalen Brunson is doing something that we haven't seen since Allen Iverson. And I'm gonna go a step further because y'all scared to have these conversations. Jalen Brunson is a better basketball player than Allen Iverson. And I'm a big Allen Iverson fan. Jalen Brunson is better than Stephon Marbury. And if we want to talk current, he's better than John Morant. He's better than Trae Young. He's better than Dame Lillard. He's the best point guard in the NBA. Yeah, I'm saying it. Get in the comments. Let's get all the flack. Let's get it going. Yeah, let's get it going. Because I'm ready. I'm ready. He's that dude. And once again, don't move the goalposts. Because last year y'all said I got to see it for another season. Okay, we here. We here. Remember last year was y'all got to get out the first round. Nobody picked us against Cleveland but us. Smoke City. Oh, he got to be an all-star. He's an all-star. He's about to have a All-NBA on his resume. What else do y'all want? And I'm going to leave it at this. As great as AI was, like you said, without that run, AI ain't got a great playoff record. Whether it's making it or it's not great. He's missed something, got out and didn't get out the first round. He didn't go to the conference finals every year. What has Luka been without Brunson? So, because certain players is more athletic, see, they don't look at the game. Listen, y'all can laugh all y'all want about guys like Steve Nash. Pull up his highlights. You'll see why he had MVP. You'll see why.
I like this nostalgic, Nick. Kenny Smith is mad the Knicks didn't hire him. Bitter biatch.
Good point. Good point.
Because you never know. Like, That's real, bro. If I'm on TV,
That's
it's
a
not
good
like Kenny
point.
Smith. We've always respected Kenny Smith's basketball acumen. They make fun. You know, Barkley's there for comedic relief. Let's be honest. He has great takes when it comes to like gambling, and that's where his standpoint, his point of view comes from. That Shaq, we never know where he lands. But with Kenny Smith, he seems to be the real, true analyst where you rely on to go, all right, but what really happened in the game, Kenny? Halftime, he runs to the thing. They make it entertaining for him to run to that screen.
You know what Brunson is doing right now? I think Brunson is making all the networks have a meeting with all their analysts and tell them for next season, y'all got to start watching basketball games. I know for a fact Shaq and Charles Barkley don't watch no games until they go to work. Kenny the Jet Smith may watch a game or two. Stephen A. Smith, they're not watching basketball games.
No way.
But I know if I'm the head honcho at ESPN, Fox Sports, any of these networks, even on social media, if I'm running a big platform and I got, people working, we all got to have a meeting. We got to start watching basketball games because we all look crazy out here. Y'all list is out of whack. Everything is out of whack. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Nothing. We see who watches the game. We see who don't. So come on, man. And this is why these networks is failing. This is why people go to social media to hear about sports. Nobody's waking up no more 5, 6 in the morning going to ESPN. I'm going to YouTube. Let's see what AllBall TV talking about. Ticket TV, Dreamers Pro, pick a side. We shout at everybody, all the Knicks platforms. I ain't waking up. Remember, for me, 5 in the morning was like a ritual. I'm sitting up for that hour and I'm my tea with lemon, and I'm literally watching ESPN. I don't know when the last time I did that.
We do it. I'm gonna be honest. We do it for research purposes because remember, there's a lot of money involved with all this. Like we've been saying. I like that point though. You gotta deal with reality. If you didn't get hired by the Knicks, you're from New York, you're on TV all the time. You might get a sense of entitlement, and we get caught up in that. That's why the whole thing is, maybe I'm wrong. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm hyped up. I'm patting myself on the back. AllBall patting himself on the back because, bro, how long? It's been all year long. We've been saying this. Like, the OG thing is blowing me out. I can't believe it. We haven't even spent enough time on OG Anunoby. This is insane what's going on with OG Anunoby. And of course, in baseball, the home runs, they say chicks dig the long ball. Well, it's the same thing with in basketball. The offensive players are always going to get more love. But OG, we gotta be flat out. A week and a half ago, before OG got his win back, this is 2 different teams.
Yeah,
we were worried about making the first round, slipping out from the 3rd seed. Now we just smacked the Boston Celtics, punched them right in the mouth, and it just looks like a team. We don't look invincible now.
No.
You add,
of course not. But we are respectable. You have to respect us. And Mitchell Robinson coming back, you see what we was missing. Look at the defense on the interior. Look at the shot blocking. Look at the offensive rebound. Look at the rebounding period. And it gives us size. No Diddy. You get what I'm saying? So we're not saying, we can't lose in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd round finals. We saying right now, you have to game plan against us. You can't get no rest playing against us. This ain't a game. Yeah, you can lose. We will beat the Milwaukees, the Bostons, the Miamis. Remember, a couple years ago, it was a joke. Right now, you have to game plan for the Knicks in a 7-game series. Yeah, we serious. And I think the guys in the front office, and people don't give James Dolan no credit. Me and you always give credit when credit is due. As bad as he's been right now, I don't see him doing nothing wrong. He's out the way. And I think it's going to continue for the future. Like, as long as we keep Brunson, OG, like I said, our core guys, Julius Randle come back, hey, man, I think we're going to be all right. But let me ask you a question before I run out of here, because I know you're going to stay on. Are you worried? Let me say this correct. Are you worried that with Julius Randle come back, that messes up the flow of the team and Brunson being able to just basically have the ball in his hand and do what he want? I love it.
I'm not worried about Randall's, like what he showed, and I think again, shout out to all of our the commenters and the viewers and the people that just jump on here, show love. Shout out to Flea. There's a pecking order, man. There's a pecking order that they always talk about. when you got a guy, you know, people they misuse the word alpha a lot now. The internet's crazy.
Yeah.
But when you got a guy that walks into the room, bro, like Jalen Brunson, again, I go to work 9 to 5 every day, man. There's certain people that walk into the room. You could either they joke around, some of them joke around. The personality could vary, but work ethic and skill it puts you in a different category. You're gonna be allowed to do different things at your job. You're gonna fight to have the same perks that they get because you see the fruits of their labor, but you don't do the hard work that they do, and then you really follow their lead because they're the ones that create all the perks for you. I mean, Jalen Brunson shows up. Randall's the guy. Tibbs has been pushing him, honoring him the last 3 or 4 years to the point where those are the things that I hated about Tibbs. You're supposed to call that guy out too. Now Jalen Brunson gets here, and you can tell. Remember, in one season, Randall gets hurt. He sees a transformation. He goes, damn, like, I'm shooting too many 3-point shots. I'm sitting there watching game film now. Is there anything I could do differently? Because ever since this guy got here, we're kind of a different team. And I will have to believe, I don't care who you are. If he's a basketball player at the end of the day. He sat there and he saw the whole team. And even if you don't feel that way, if you don't see it, you see the way everybody else starts respecting him. And you go, damn, what's he doing so good that there's a salute to him. And the way Brunson comes off, he probably shows so much love and respect to Julius Randle. Like, this is your team. It gave him no choice, but he killed him with kindness. He's like, yo, how can I hate this guy? He came over here, took over my team. Yo, I better get in line. And he got in line.
Well, that was a great response to the question. I just want to just piggyback off of it. I'm not going to lie. I am a little worried because Randall has to have the ball in his hand. I just hope, him seeing the success of a team that he's a part of, that he helped build, because, like I said, he took the chance, and because a lot of players don't take chances to come to New York and want to plant their flag here. So I got to give him props. I just hope he understands what's going on and he does fall in line. I hope he could be all right with averaging 22 and 10. I hope he doesn't get in the way of the team being successful and understand, hey, man, we got a superstar. We got a superstar, I really hope he doesn't interfere. I really do. I really don't want to trade him because I want us to be loyal to him because he was loyal to us. But I am a little nervous when he does come back because Brunson literally can average 30. And that was the difference with that Philadelphia team building around Allen Iverson. Those guys understand we going through him. Get down or lay down. We going through him. I hope Randall understands that, because if these guys win a championship, they will go down as the greatest they will go down as the greatest Knicks team of all time. This will be bigger than the 2 titles they won with Clyde Frazier, bro. So I hope we understand that. And I hope Brunson, yes, I'm saying it. If the Knicks win a championship, this will be the biggest thing. This will be bigger than all the Yankee championships. This will be bigger than the Giants beating the Patriots. This will be bigger than your man Joe with the Jets. This will be the biggest, no diddy, thing in New York sports history whenever the Knicks win a championship. So I hope they understand that, and I hope they all have that mindset. Because when this go down, whoo-wee!
I love that question. Like Vaughn Allen said, it's Brunson's attitude.
Great attitude.
I haven't seen anything from Randall in the last 6 months. I've actually seen him try to go crazy and like check himself. He's like, he had a glitch and he was like, ah.
Right.
I've seen a lot of that. Remember, he talked about going to therapy. There's been a lot that a lot of these guys talk about, and it's happening in real time. Again, you always thought I was crazy when I said, yo, Randall got he got the MVP type of talent. That's not normal, 6'10" and moving around like that. He just doesn't have it all, the IQ together and everything. So we saw in real time somebody with that level of talent hone it in. We saw LeBron James literally meditate on camera. On Game 6 versus the Boston Celtics 2012, after melting down against the Dallas Mavericks the year before. And he said, yo, I can't let this happen again. And he literally willed himself to go, let me calm down. And had the game of his life.
Right.
Best game of his life probably up until that point. So Julius Randle, think about it. He probably was, remember, he doesn't come off like an idiot, bro.
No,
He comes off like a very small guy. He comes off like everything we're saying, we're feeling right now. I think he feels the same exact way. And he's more importantly, because it's again what we always talk about. It's one thing to know it, one thing to say it, bro. It's a whole other thing to act on it. And to me, we've been highly critical about him. What I always say, I don't care if he comes off the bench, bro. That guy ain't number one or number two. It takes a lot to impress us. That's why I'm very disgusted with you people when we talk about Brunson and OG being, oh no, these are top tier. Because in my opinion, first, second, and third most important players on this squad is Brunson, OG, and Mitchell Robinson. My opinion. They're the identity of the team. It's a defensive-minded coach.
Yeah.
Randle.
Good point.
Randle is the you talk about.
Let me hold on. Go ahead, finish. I'm gonna ask you something before I go, and I want you to hold.
Because if he comes back and he goes, yo, you know what? Let me keep doing what I was doing. If he gets better, now we're talking about another word I don't want to mention yet, but you know where I'm going with this. We have to win one first. But if we win this one, there is no argument for Randle. It's gonna be like, you know what? That's the guy. That is Tom Brady. That is the dude right there, and I gotta follow him.
Now, I'm gonna leave you with this one because I gotta run. Brunson, OG, Mitchell Robinson. Who's the fourth most important Knick right now? Julius Randle or Josh Hart? Not better. Hold on. Not better player. Not who's the most important? Josh Hart or Julius Randle? Hey, man, all ballers out of here. If you're still on when I'm in the car, I'm going to jump on, man. Listen. Share, like. Hit that like button. Subscribe. AllBall TV. Jalen Brunson for president, y'all. I'm out.
I think we got to end it with that.
Oh, man, listen. Well, send us home. Send us home.
There's only one way. Deja un like, comentario, suscribe. AllBall. Dame dato. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. You heard the man.